Hey guys, my name is Fire and welcome back to another video. Today I got some gameplay of Halo 5 Guardians, and I gotta say, this game was a game that I was very interested in checking it out. It was actually free for a free weekend with like games with gold or something like that. So if you did have Xbox Live Gold, you could play this game for a whole weekend. I do believe by the time this video is going up though, it should be over and you probably will not be able to play the game. But even if you didn't or you haven't already got the game installed, it is 97 gigabytes, which should take a while to install. Mine took like an entire day for the game to install, like nearly 24 hours. So it really just depends on your internet. But overall, today I just want to talk a bit about this game, just talk about how I feel about the game, because as I said, this is a game that I was very interested in checking out. I watched some gameplay on YouTube and the game looked like a lot of fun, mainly just because the graphics looked very good. Halo is well known for having very good graphics, as well as the frame rate just looked buttery smooth. It looks like a game that I'd be really interested in. It just looked like fun gameplay that I really like in a competitive shooter. But I gotta say, even though it is a lot of fun, and most of the time I have been playing party games, which the party games are so fun. Some of the party games in this game are ridiculously fun, which I will get onto. But even though all that stuff is quite fun in the game, I still don't know if I really like the game or if I do want to pick it up. Right now, I believe it is like 11 bucks. It's on a deal from like 15 to 11. So it is on a bit of a deal. By the time this video is going up, the deal will probably be over, unless the deal's there like all the time, because I do know there is some deals with gold that sit there like forever, so they will. Unless like for some reason Microsoft decides to change it one day, which I guess could be the case with Halo 5 here, because it doesn't say like underneath it like certain amount of days or certain amount of time remaining or anything like that. So it could be the fact that the game is on sale if you have gold pretty much forever, unless for some reason, as I said, Microsoft for some reason decides to change it one day, which I don't know why they would, which I guess it could. But overall, I want to talk a bit about this game. As I said, the game's a lot of fun, especially when it comes to the party games. Party games in this game are so much fun, and the Forge World in this game, which I did just try out there literally like 2 minutes ago, for some reason, I decided to hop onto the game a bit. I wanted to see if it was still working, because today is Monday right now. It's like 20 to 7 or something, and it is a bit later on in the evening, so I didn't think the game was actually going to work. I thought my time must have been up, the weekend was going to be over, but it actually let me back on the game, which is kind of interesting. It must end tomorrow, I'm guessing. Then I guess Monday kind of counts as the weekend as well, or maybe like the timing is different in different parts of the world, so that Sunday isn't over. I'm not too sure. Sunday should be over everywhere in the world. It should be Monday by now. But yeah, overall, what I was saying, what I'm trying to say here is that the game is fun, and the Forge World, what I was talking about, I'm getting completely off track here. The game's fun, but the Forge World I just tried out there is very interesting. I can't remember the Halo Reach Forge World, trying to use that thing back in the Xbox 360, and I remember being very confused at the start, not knowing how to spawn in, not knowing how to spawn in vehicles and different things like that. And it was kind of the same here with Halo 5. I'm not too sure if it's exactly the same as Halo Reach. I don't believe it is, because the controls do seem a bit different from what I remember. But it still really confused me, and I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't even know how to spawn in my character, or if you can't even do that in this Forge World. I do remember in Halo Reach you could spawn in your character, which was awesome. I just loved like in that game building like little different platforms and like putting your character on them platforms or giving them like flying spacecrafts or anything. It was a lot of fun. I really loved the Forge World in Halo Reach, and if anyone has played Halo Reach, you can probably agree with me that that game was a lot of fun. So it was. As someone personally who's not a very big Halo fan, I've got a lot of good memories on that game, and I have a lot of fun times with that game. So I did, and I just have so much good memories when it comes to me playing that game. With Halo 5 here, the Forge World is kind of confusing. I'm not too sure if I know how to use it too well. But how does the multiplayer play? As I said, the party games and like the mini games type things are a lot of fun. I was playing the Action Sack game mode, which is just like a playlist of a bunch of different mini games or arcade games mixed into one playlist, and it was a lot of fun. There was a game mode that I played which was called Golf, and Golf was a lot of fun, surprisingly. It's where you get a golf club, you have to hit the ball into the thing. There's like some of the times you had like different booby traps, like there was little bombs sitting around the ground, as well as there was these little like jetpacks or like little staircases up that like boosted you up into the air. And what you could do from there is you could like ground slam onto the middle where the golf thing is, where a lot of people generally are like fighting around, and you could slam down on top of people, which was a lot of fun. So it was. Also in round 3 of the golf game mode, there was like these little tube things where you could go through and you had to get the ball through them. I remember we were pushing their team back like so much. There was like barely anyone in their team, I don't believe. And as well, the golf club, I forgot to mention, is a one hit, so you can just one hit people, going around one hitting people with it, which is a lot of fun. So I got up into their side of the tubes and I just started like battering them and like pushing them way back into their spawn. I killed all of them, I pushed the ball back. It was a lot of fun, so it was. Overall, the mini games in this are quite fun. There was also a very fun game, like a very fun game mode. There was this like slam game mode where you go like way up into the air. There was these like little boost pads to boost you up, and you had to slam down and try to kill people, which was so much fun. I gotta say, that was a lot of fun. So it was. The mini games in this game are a lot of fun. There was also kind of like a sumo wrestler one where you have to like knock people off the map with vehicles. There was also a prop hunt one, which I gotta say I didn't really enjoy. It was just kind of boring to me. I don't know, I'm just not a big prop hunt player. Same with when it came to Modern Warfare Remastered. I never liked the prop hunt too much in that game, which does kind of suck because I know prop hunt is a very popular game mode in different games, but I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of it. Now when it came to just the straight up multiplayer, the quick play side of things, just the normal average like team deathmatch style of mode that you see within shooters nowadays, it was interesting, but it was fun but boring at the same time. I gotta say, the first playthrough and the second time I played the mode as well was pretty fun. I only played the mode like 3 or 4 times in total, but it was fun the first couple of times, but it got very boring after. Even though I was playing on a new map, the next time after I played that, I just found it very boring. I'm not too sure, I don't even think it was the map. Generally right now, I'm just finding first person shooters and competitive first person shooters very boring at the moment. They're the same thing to me and I'm just sick of it. You go in, you shoot some people, and then you die, and it's just the same thing over and over again. It just feels boring, and it feels angry at the same time. I get angry at the game because if I die a load or I'm not doing very well, because of course I'm not very good at this game, it gets me frustrated. The one thing I do love about it though is just looking and having the awesome feeling of running around in this world, or running around this map with that smooth 60 FPS, and the graphics look absolutely insane in this game. I love the way the game looks and feels, but right now ultimately that is the only thing grabbing me towards actually playing the multiplayer, or that side of the multiplayer anyway. Now I do want to comment on one thing. The time to kill in this game is something very different from like a game like Call of Duty. It's a lot faster time to kill compared to Call of Duty, which is definitely very different from what I'm used to, but it felt normally okay. It felt actually quite good, so it did, to have a nice, actually kind of higher time to kill. Honestly, I do prefer faster time to kills. I'm just that type of person, not just because I like Call of Duty, that's not the reason. I just prefer to be able to kill someone faster. No, I just tipped over a bag there of Skittles, never mind. But yeah, I just prefer to kill someone faster instead of having to put a load of bullets into them, and considering my accuracy a lot of the time is generally pretty shit, I generally die very fast and die a lot, and it gets kind of annoying when you're putting like 20 million bullets into someone and you're literally about to kill them, and then next thing you know, like 3 people gang up on you and you're dead. It kind of sucks. I personally just prefer slower time to kills, and that might be another video that I do want to make, just discussing the difference between slow time to kill and fast time to kill. But overall, that's pretty much all I had to say in this video, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and yeah, I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.